realizing like, oh, I get to talk to you about it. This is great. So it's been really awesome. But how's it been? You released last week?
I have no concept of time.
Fair enough.
Right.
Fair enough. How's it been going?
Good. Busy.
Busy.
Fun. It's great to talk to readers. It's great to like actually have it in the world.
Yeah.
Because Morbidly was first published in 2023.
Yeah.
So like some readers have been waiting 2 years for the second in the series.
Give me just like an elevator pitch kind of summary of what the book is.
So Heartstrings follows the like fiery reunion of an Irish singer-songwriter and an American med student 2 years after their breakup, when they're forced together as best man and maid of honor in her cousin's wedding. He's gotten like famous since then, so she hates his guts. And yeah, he has some work to do.
Yeah.
He has some work to do.
I love their dynamic.
My family is from Galway.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So it's kind of always a place that's sort of been on my radar. And I felt like it was a really good fit because Galway is kind of known as like the cultural heart of Ireland. Dublin's like the capital, and they have like a lot of like commercial like buildings and stuff there, and like businesses or like their business offices and stuff, but like culture is Galway. So they have like the sea, and they have like, you know, there's music in every pub, and there's such a sense of history. But it's also very modern.
Yeah.
And I feel like it was really important for me to give my characters a place that felt anchored in like both. You know, it's really important to him to hold on to like their indigenous language there. So he's really like that traditional Ireland is like very much speaks to him. And then for the first book, like the heroine's an American animator that like comes over, and it was like, where's a place that feels like that he wouldn't hate, that feels like all brand new and he hates it. And a place that she could actually have a job. And Galway.
Yeah.
Galway was it.
I love that. The slang, it felt so authentic. Like, how did you do any research for that? Or I mean.
It's all Dairy Girls.
All
no,
Dairy Girls.
No.
With like those type of realistic characters, like how do you build those type of backstories and make it feel so real?
My UK editor is from Northern Ireland. She's able to help. Obviously, it is a different country. So she helps a lot with like the Irishisms, and I'm just like, be brutally honest. If you're like, this is an Irishman would never say this, like, tell me. I also had I had Irish like sensitivity readers, like authenticity readers, like for the first book. But I had more like sensitivity readers for this one.
I have to assume like a lot of the edits were her going through being like, yes, no, yes, no.
Yeah.
It didn't feel top of the morning-esque, so to speak. Like it felt very authentic. And it's one of those things where when you're reading, I feel like you can start to hear it in your head, even when they're saying sentences that are not exactly like using slang. It's like at this point I have developed his voice in my head, and I just think you did a really, really good job at that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it was really awesome.
Character voice is always something that, yeah, I mean, you know how important it is to have each one. Like, if you took away the beginning of the chapters, it says who's narrating. Can you tell one paragraph in who it is?
Yeah.
You know, and if you can't, then you've got a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel the same way about like tags, dialogue tags. Like I feel like your dialogue, I could have not had he said, she said, and still known exactly who was talking, which was really cool.
Usually because Lo's talking about strangling him or
right.
stabbing him.
I'm not your babe, always.
Yeah,
which I would totally get.
You know, I think a lot of us are aware of our flaws. We're not perfect. None of us are.
Yeah. I feel like that was a really big theme of this book too, is like the idea of growing together and recognizing your flaws and kind of overcoming them. So second chance, why second chance?
I think for that reason. I think the idea of like going into a relationship with someone with your eyes are really wide open. You know, when they're like, oh, like love will conquer all, we'll figure it out later. You know what I mean? Like they're really like, okay, I know what it means to be with you. And okay, I'm in it. You know, I think that that's really powerful. So I wanted to write. I think that Second Chance does a really good job at that.
Yeah.
And I like the angst. I like the drama.
Yes.
It's juicy.
Especially at a wedding.
Yeah.
Like,
And there's the tension because it's like, you know, you're compatible. And it's like, you know that you're compatible with this person already. You know, you have like the history and you have this like unresolved, the mess of feelings that comes up when you think of them. It's a unique thing. So, yeah.
I like how messy they are too. Like maybe that's just me, I don't know.
No, I love messy characters. Perfect people aren't fun to write, and they're not fun to read either, I don't think. There's a lot of authors that I think they probably write out tropes when they're like drafting or they're outlining and they're like, oh, I want to do this and this, or I've always wanted to do with this trope. And like, I don't always think about that beforehand, and then I realize I'm like, oh God, I have to market this in like a simplified, easily digestible way. And I'm like, oh no, because like with this one, I feel like I'm bumbling through, like, what are the tropes? And I'm like, she hates him. I don't know. They go to a wedding. I'm like, I'm like, oh, it's this. Like, I don't have it like ready to go. Man, and I wish my brain worked like that because I think it'd probably be easier. But I was like, it fits them. I was like, yeah, he's a little bit of a golden retriever man. Like, he's not like full Steve Irwin golden retriever.
Steve Irwin golden retriever.
That personality
No, you're
type.
totally right.
Like that. Just
I've never
like
placed golden retriever with Steve Irwin, but yes.
No, he's a total golden retriever man.
Yes,
He's
100%.
the archetype in my head. When you tell me like golden retriever man, like I quite literally imagine like Steve Irwin, like
that's gonna be in my head
with
now
his
too.
wife and kids and his animals, and he's just like, you know, picking up a snake. You're gorgeous, you know, and you're just like, you know, and like that's just what a golden retriever is like. They're just like, hi, who are you? Nice to meet you. Like,